It's one of the deadliest attacks since the start of the Syrian uprising 15 months ago. United Nations monitors have confirmed 90 people, including 32 children, have been killed in a residential neighbourhood. There's been widespread international condemnation of the tragedy that took place in spite of a ceasefire. Australia is leading the push for stronger UN action, starting with tougher sanctions. Rebecca Barrett prepared this report and a warning it does contain disturbing images.
A Syrian community devastated and in mourning. The people of Houla showed the United Nations monitors their dead, men, women and children, whole families killed.
It's unforgivable. The death of 32 young children, the future of Syria is something that is absolutely deplorable.
A third of those killed were children under 10, many more were injured. The UN says Syrian government forces shelled the town before moving in on foot. Witnesses say men were shot in the streets and women and children were stabbed in their homes. Syrian television showed graphic pictures and blamed terrorist groups wanting to prompt foreign intervention. The UN called it an appalling and brutal crime. The US labelled it an atrocity. Protests broke out across Syria condemning the killings. In the town of Houla, mass graves were prepared for the victims. It's a huge blow to the peace plan brokered by international envoy Kofi Annan. The ceasefire that started more than 6 weeks ago has never taken hold, and there's criticism the UN monitors have failed.
We are asking the world to take responsibility for protecting civilians. The world cannot keep watching these brutality, these massacres happening in Syria. It has to stop it.
Australia is pushing for a stronger UN response.
I'd like to see sanctions strengthened, all of us would, but would want to stop short of hurting the Syrian people.
No international military intervention is planned, but it hasn't been ruled out.
If situations like this gets worse, then I'm not sure it's possible for the international community to say at this stage that no further action could possibly be considered in any circumstances.
As calls for urgent international action grow, there will be plenty of difficult decisions ahead. Rebecca Barrett, ABC News.